everybody. Welcome back to Tundra Missionary. This is Zach, and I'm here once again for another album review. And today I am reviewing The Police's album, Ghost in the Machine. It's a very interesting album, and I will get into that shortly. So, it has 11 tracks. It is 41 minutes long, so it's not a very lengthy album. It's pretty short. Not necessarily a bad thing, though. It was made in 1981, and the genre is a series of many different things: new wave, reggae rock, and art rock. So that's pretty interesting. Something kind of interesting I found out about the cover is that the digital symbols that you see on there depicts the band members. This right here is apparently Andy Summers, Sting with his spiky hair, and Stuart Copeland, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. And also in this album, Sting plays all the saxophone parts. And one of the songs in here, called Omega Man, was going to be the first single on the album. But Sting, for some reason, didn't like the song. He kind of played it unwillingly, so he didn't want it to be the first single. So that didn't happen. The first single, I believe, was Invisible Sun instead. And it was also their first album with an English title. So, now we got the background information aside, let's go through the tracks. The first track, Spirits in the Material World, a very popular single. It's about, I think it's exactly 3 minutes long, so it's a pretty decent short track. It's a lot of like synthesizers and good guitar work in there. It's a pretty good song. The second song, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. This is like one of The Police's most popular songs of all time, as we all know. It's very good. I love the piano in it, especially at the end. And of course the verse and chorus are very catchy. Very fun song. The third song, Invisible Sun. Invisible Sun. This is also another single, less popular single, but it is still a single off the album. And I do really like the verse in this song. It's very like dark, and I like all the music in the background. It just sounds kind of epic, and it's really cool. And I do like the chorus a lot too, but there's a lot of verses in this album that I really just dig the sound too. And then we reach a part in the album where the first 3 songs sound like very like futuristic, kind of like how the cover shows. But then the rest of the songs, well, not the rest, but songs 4 through 8 utilize a lot of like horns and saxophones and stuff, and it gives it more of a popish feel, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just sounds a little different. The 7th song, Hungry for You, is pretty much sung in almost all French, which is kind of interesting. And like I said, it uses a lot of horns. The 5th song, Demolition Man, is I believe is the Police's longest song they ever made, not just on an album. And it is just like a couple seconds under 6 minutes long. And just like the 4th song, uses a lot of horns. The 6th song, Too Much Information, not one of my favorite songs on the album. It's a little bit too repetitive for my taste, but it's still an alright song. I believe it would have worked better if it was about like a 2.5-minute song instead of a 3.5-minute song. The 7th song, Rehumanize Yourself. I do really like this song. It is one of those more futuristic tracks. It does have some horns in the beginning instrumental, though, and I really do like this song. One of my favorite non-singles. The 8th song, One World, probably my least favorite song on the album. Just like the 6th song, for me, it's too repetitive, although the chorus is kind of catchy. The 9th song, Omega Man. So first we have Demolition Man, now we have Omega Man. But yeah, I do like this song a lot, too. The last 3 songs on this album kind of conclude the album really well, because it kind of is a retrospection of the other first 3 songs, which are kind of futuristic too. So it kind of like closes the whole album like a nice book or whatever. So I do really like that. The 11th song, Secret Journey, I believe this is another single off the album. Not a very popular single, but it was still a single all the same. And I do really dig this song. I like the beginning. It almost sounds like the beginning of a Pink Floyd song or something. And I do really like the verse and chorus. It's really good. And then the 11th song, Darkness. This is, I mean, just by the title, you can tell how the song might sound. It is indeed a very dark song, and it's a a very foreboding way to end off the album, and it has really dark lyrics too. I believe one of them is he's fumbling around for a door in the darkness and he has a key, but the door is wide open and you can't find it or something like that. And then there's another one where it says, "I wish I was never born. Life was easy when it was boring." It does have some very dark lyrics, but I still really like the song. Probably actually one of my favorite songs on the album. So I don't know, I just like it. But yeah, I mean overall, I really do like this album. I do want to get into the Police more and listen to their other albums, because I haven't really done that. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.